सहनौ भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. So now we have seen the preparation at different stages: Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. We have also seen the philosophy of meditation. What is the philosophy? The Vedantic philosophy. The essence of all scriptures, the essence of the Vedas. What is the essence? Aham Brahma Asmi. Perfection is my nature. Infinity is my nature. Immortality is my nature. This is me. It is my birthright to experience perfection. And therefore, I cannot be satisfied with anything imperfect, impure, finite, limited. Then why is it that I am not experiencing it? It's because of identification. It is because of attachment. It is because of ignoring the reality. It is not because of the absence of reality. It is because of ignoring the reality. That is why it is called as self-ignorance. You don't experience it because you ignore it. So therefore, if ignoring created the problem, what should be the solution? Paying attention should be the solution, isn't it? Today, the mistake we have done is we have ignored the self and we pay attention to the body. We became extroverted. We sought happiness outside. So in the process, we got attached to the body. And now, in this deep, ignorance, today, by mistake, this wrong notion has crept in so deep that we think we are the body. So, this error has to be corrected. The process of correcting this error is, what is meditation? So, nididhyasanam is to correct the viparita bhavana, the erroneous notion. So, at the seat of meditation, what has to be done? So now we assume that all the stages have been prepared. You're there at the seat of meditation. You close your eyes. Now, if every stage is prepared, you will encounter two entities at the seat of meditation. What are the two entities? The witnessing consciousness and the witnessed thoughts. Witnessing consciousness and the witnessed thoughts. Drashta, the consciousness, drishya, the thoughts. If the initial preparations are not made, then this distinction will not be seen. The seer and the seen mixture will be experienced. You will not be able to clearly discriminate. Viveka Shakti will not function. discrimination will not happen. You cannot clearly distinguish between the two, the seer and the seen, drashya and the drashta, kshetrajna and the kshetra, witness and the witnessed. So at the seat of meditation, with all preparation done, you clearly see this difference. The witness consciousness represents God, witnessed thoughts represents world. So now you have a choice to make. What do you want? You want God or you want the world? This choice is going to decide everything in future. If you choose thoughts, you have chosen samsara, you become a samsari. If you choose consciousness, you have renounced the world, you become a sannyasi. Samyak nyāsaha sannyāsaha. Very well renouncing. Sannyasa is not wearing some ochre color cloth and parading your renunciation. No. According to Bhagavad Gita, whether you are a sannyasi or a samsari is decided at the seat of meditation. At the seat of meditation, if you can give up all worldly thoughts and stay firmly rooted in consciousness, you are the highest sannyasi. You may have family, you may have children, you may externally be a grihastha-ashrami, but that doesn't matter. What matters is what happens at the seat of meditation. At the seat of meditation, if you can root yourself in consciousness, the Lord in you, the divine in you, giving up all desires, giving up all attachment, giving up all thoughts, then you are an ideal sannyasi. Nyasya nitya sannyasi yo naha dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvaha hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi is the sign of a sannyasi, giving up all sankalpas. So the world will enter into your mind as thoughts, so many thoughts. So at the seat of meditation, now the law has to be understood. Witness the thoughts and the thoughts will die. Identify with the thoughts and the thoughts will multiply. This is the law. So thoughts come in the mind, but if you start showing interest in these thoughts, because these are all worldly thoughts. How do you show interest in these thoughts? Because of your vasanas, because of your raga dveshas. There is raga, there is dvesha. There is likes, there is dislike. The moment a wave of thought comes which you like, you get carried away by that wave. Another wave of thought comes which you dislike, you get carried away by that dislike. It can be a thing, it can be a being, it can be a situation. Vastu, vyakti, paristhiti. Various thoughts come. So what is the greatest qualification necessary to remain unaffected by these waves of thoughts? The greatest qualification is called Vairāgya. What is the first quality? Viveka. How will it help? To clearly distinguish between the seer consciousness and the seen thoughts. Here Viveka will help. Which means to discriminate. Clearly see as two different things having no relationship with each other. The seer can never be seen. Both are two different things. They can never be equal. Seer can never be equal to seen. Kshetrajna and kshetra, they have to be different. So this ability to see them different is Viveka. The ability to distinguish consciousness from thoughts is Viveka. The ability to get unaffected by these worldly thoughts is called Vairāgya. Vairāgya, Vigata Raga is Vairāgya, free from passion, free from likes and dislikes. Right? Any intense like, any intense dislike will take you away from your center. That's what it does. It throws you out. It will never remain you to get rooted in the center. How to develop Vairāgya? Every raga is nothing but potential pain. This is the way to develop dispassion towards everything. Everything in this world is a sweet poison. It may be sweet, but it is in end poison alone. Why poison? Because it will give you repeated births and deaths. So this world is not worth liking. The world is not worth possessing. Because the moment you desire anything of this world, you are desiring something of the world. So therefore, the cosmos will create a situation where you can experience that desired object. What is this world? This world is a cosmic creation where the Jivatma, which has desired a particular object, has been provided a conducive environment to interact, to be with that desired object. So to interact, to indulge with that desired object, what all things you need? Number one, the external world having that desired object. Number two, the internal instrument to interact, to indulge with that desired object. The external world of OET, the internal instrument of BMI, will help you indulge in that object as PFT. What is OET? Objects, emotions, thoughts. What is BMI? Body, mind, intellect. So BMI, body, mind, intellect is the instrument. OET, objects, emotion, thought, it is the world. So to interact with that object, to be with that object, to indulge in that object, an conducive environment has to be formed. This conducive environment is what is called this world. So now you become a PFT. What is PFT? Perceiver, feeler, thinker. So these are the terms which you will find in the BMI chart of Puja Gurudev. So you become a PFT, perceiver, feeler, thinker. You are given an opportunity to be with that desired object, indulge in that desired object, and then go through the experience of this object, being with the object. Why did such a situation come? Such a situation came because you asked the cosmos, I want this. And who are you? You are Jivatma. Who is the Jivatma? None other than Paramatma. So when Paramatma is having a desire, how can the Prakriti dare to disobey Paramatma? So any Jivatma expressing a desire is none other than Paramatma expressing the desire. Paramatma desires cannot be disobeyed by Prakriti. That is why whatever desire you sincerely have, it will have to materialize. To materialize your desire, a material world has to be created. The moment you desire matter, you are taken away from the spirit, from the self. If you desire matter, you will become material. If you desire spirit, you become spiritual. Choose what you want. Devan devayajo yanti pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejyaha yanti madhyajinopi mam. Choose what you want. You ask for devatas, you will go to devaloka. You desire pitrus, you will go to pitraloka. You ask bhutas, you get bhutaloka. You ask me, you desire me, you will come to me. So the constant loving advice throughout Bhagavad Gita is, come to me, come to me. They don't go to this world. Don't choose this world. Why? Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. This world is dukkhalayam, an embodiment, an abode of sorrow. Swamiji, but I feel there is no sorrow. I am enjoying this world. Okay, dear one. If you are enjoying it, you will ask for this world again and again. If you ask, Bhagavan has to give this world again and again. This is punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. So what is lacking when a person says, I don't see any suffering. As far as I am concerned, everything is fine. World is a wonderful place to enjoy. I can have so many experiences, wonderful experiences. I am thoroughly enjoying. What it means is, Vairāgya is lacking. When Vairāgya is lacking, desire for spirituality will not happen. The one who has no hunger will not desire food. So why majority of the people are not turning towards spirituality? What is lacking? Vairāgya is lacking. So every time the mind says, this is nice, that is nice, this food is good, that place is good, this person is good, I love it. It is an expression of lack of Vairāgya. So as a seeker, we should say, my God, look at me. I have suffered so much, even then I am desiring that which is giving me pain. This way we must lament. The world is designed in such a way, it gives you initial pleasures and final pain. The world is designed. No, Swamiji, it's a pessimistic view, Swamiji. Your vision itself is faulty, Swamiji. I am not saying. The creator of the world is saying. Ye hi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkhayo evate adyantavantah kaunteya nate shuramate buddha. Every sense contact, it is a womb of sorrow. The wise don't revel in it. Every pleasure has a beginning, it has an end. A pleasurable beginning, but a painful end. This is the way the world is designed. So what is the vision of truth? The vision of truth has to be vision of pain as far as the world is concerned. This is called as Vairāgya. Right. So this Vairāgya develops disinterest. Anything which is painful will have no interest in the mind. I am designed, we are all designed in such a way not to have interest towards painful thing. So at the seat of meditation, the person who is rich in Vairāgya, like Nachiketa, in the Kathopanishad Bhashya, Bhagavan Shankaracharya starts his commentary prostrating not only unto the teacher, Yamaraj, he also prostrates unto Nachiketa, the student. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketa Secha. My prostrations to the Brahma Vidya Acharya Yamaraj and also to this wonder kid Nachiketa. What is a wonderful thing he has shown? As one of his boons, this boy Nachiketa asks Yamaraj, "O Lord, I want to know, is there existence after death? Is there life after death?" So then Yamaraj says, "My dear child, don't ask this question. Even the Devatas don't know the answer. And even if I tell you the answer, there is no guarantee you may understand. It's a very subtle thing. It's a very mysterious thing. Don't ask this. Ask anything else. I will give you. Putra, pautra, dhana, dhanya. You ask anything. Long life, wealth. I will make you the emperor of the three worlds. Yes. Long life I will give you. Wealth I will give you. Gold I will give you. Name, fame. You ask anything. I will give you. I will even give you these heavenly pleasures. These apsaras will serve you. But please don't ask this." Nachiketa said, "All this, whatever you have offered, Shobhavamartyasya yadantakaitad Sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejah Api sarvam jivitamalpameva Tavaiva vahastava nritya gite." O Lord, whatever you have offered, these pleasures, Shobhavaha, today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. Sarvendriyanam jarayanti, these apsaras, they will drain away all the vitalities of the body, that's all. These sense pleasures, what is it? It is nothing but misery. The pleasures, they can only help me in draining away all the vitalities. Sarvendriyanam jarayanti teja. And as far as the long life you are promising me, what is long life? How much ever long it is only short. You can give me life as long as you are there in that position, Yamaraj position. That is also position. As long as you are there, I may be alive. After that, I have to die. So therefore, Tavaiva vaha tava nritya gite. You keep your dance and music with you. Keep and dance and music with you. I have no interest. Answer this question. And when Yamaraj heard this, actually Yamaraj was testing Nachiketa. Whether this fellow has enough Vairāgya. With the qualification of Ātma Vidya, he is Vairāgya. So Yamaraj was actually testing Nachiketa. And when Yamaraj heard this answer from this boy, he was so happy, so happy. So one full valli is glorification of Nachiketa. Saying that Nachiketa, the doors of heaven, the kingdom of the self is wide open for you. Know for sure that you have already gained the knowledge. Yamaraj has not yet started giving spiritual discourse. He said, Nachiketa, you are through. Before writing the entrances itself, you are declared passed with flying colors. Because this is the qualification. So, at the seat of meditation, this Vairāgya in you is tested. The thoughts come, dancing, tempting, fascinating thoughts, beautiful thoughts, sensuous thoughts. It will dance like Menaka, and you are the Vishwamitra. Right? It will come in the form of Urvashi and Rambha and Menaka, etc. And here we are. Okay. So, if you get carried away by these worldly thoughts, this experience is called vikshepa. Swamiji, when I sit for meditation, mind wanders, mind is going here and there, what to do? I am sitting okay, but mind is going here, there, I have no control. This is it. So what is lacking? Vairāgya is lacking. You see, you must know what is happening in your bonnet. When the car stops, why the car has stopped? So you open the bonnet, isn't it? See, in the same way, a wandering mind indicates lack of vairāgya. There is a lot of raga in you. Expression of attachment expresses as a wandering mind. You see, mind is wandering. Observe where the mind is going. What are the people which this mind is thinking? The situations, the objects, the experiences. You will find a hint as to where your attachment is. You can learn a lot about your mind by observing that mind. Vikshepa. But suppose you have that quality. What is the quality? Devotion for God. That devotion has eaten up all attachments. Because devotion is of the form of love. Love for God. The love for God has eaten up the love for worldly things. Now what remains? The eater remains, eaten disappears. The eater is God. That love. And that God is there as consciousness. So, when these worldly thoughts dance in front of your ears, you are not tempted. You are unaffected. So therefore you are able to disidentify from those thoughts. You are easily able to withdraw your attention from those thoughts and shift it towards consciousness. So when you are turning towards consciousness, your intellect values consciousness and your mind loves consciousness. Why does the intellect value consciousness? You know the truth because you have studied the scriptures. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam has happened, so you know the glory of this consciousness which is shining in your heart. What is the glory of this consciousness? This consciousness is the very support of the whole world. The world is existing in mind. The mind is existing in consciousness. This consciousness is the very support and the substratum, the very essence of this world. You know the glory. Just like the support of the wave is water. Just like the support of the gold ornaments is gold. Minus gold, there is no gold ornament. Minus water, there is no wave. In the same way, minus consciousness, there is no jīva, no jagat, no Ishvara. You know the glory of this consciousness. Intellect values this consciousness. And the mind loves this consciousness. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi nivasa sharanam suhrata prabhavav pralayasthanam nidhanam bijamavyayam. Meditative verses. Prabhu, the law. Bharta, the supporter. Sakshi, the witness. Nivasaha, where everything resides. Sharanam, the ultimate refuge. Suhrata, the ultimate friend. Prabhavav pralayasthanam, the world emerges in it, resides in it, dissolves in it. Nidhanam, the ultimate treasure. Bijam avyayam, the imperishable seed of everything. So all these verses come to your mind, and now you are seeing the glory of this consciousness which you are experiencing. Your heart is filled with love for God. There is love, there is reverence for this great truth which is shining in you, which is ever present in you. So as your mind gets absorbed in this truth, gets drowned in this truth, sinks in this truth, the jīva bhāva slowly disappears. What remains is only then Ātma bhāva. What is the proof that this material meditation is going successfully? What is the proof? The proof is the emergence of bliss. Ānanda increases. The intensity of Ānanda, the depth of Ānanda. This is the proof that meditation is going in the right direction. This Ānanda is not an unconscious Ānanda of sleep. It's a conscious Ānanda, because this truth is Chit. Therefore, when this meditation happens, you are very much aware. You are vigilant. You are alert to the experience that you are experiencing. It is not the Ananda of sleep. Many times people wonder, did I meditate or did I sleep? This is one such stage. Sometimes this also happens. You sit for meditation and suddenly you find half an hour has gone by. The question comes, did I meditate or did I sleep? If this question comes, know for sure you slept. If you are meditating upon Chit, consciousness, alertness, awareness, if you are meditating on alertness, how is it that you lost alertness? That means alertness was not there. Then it is only sleep. Right? Sat should increase, Chit should increase, Ananda should increase. As the meditation evolves, Sat will increase. Means what? You don't experience a limited existence. You experience limitation-free existence. You don't experience limitations. That is called as infinite existence. What is infinite existence? Please don't think that you become infinite everywhere. No, I am everywhere. That is also a delusion. Why? Because you are experiencing space. Don't imagine that I am everywhere. That is not the way to experience infinity. Experience of infinity is by experiencing freedom from limitation. Understand this. Experience of freedom from limitation is the experience of infinity. You experience it because nature of consciousness is that. Limitation is a thought-based wrong notion. When that wrong notion goes away, limitation goes away. What is experience of limitation? Limitation is created by this wrong notion. What is the wrong notion? I am the body is the wrong notion. So when that wrong notion goes away, limitation goes away. So, when this meditation becomes deeper and deeper, the limitations disappear, the imperfections disappear, Ananda factor intensifies, Chit intensifies. What is intensification of chit? Intensification of alertness. You are more and more alert. What is the sign of absence of alertness? Mind is wandering and you are not aware of this wandering mind. Mind is sleeping and you are not aware of this sleeping mind. These are all the signs of absence of chit. Satchit Ananda always go together. It's not that you only Ananda is there, Chit is not there. Then there is some problem with that Ananda. Then you are not experiencing Ānandamaya Ātmā, you are experiencing Ānandamaya kosha, that which covers. Right. Always Ananda should be accompanied with Chit and Sat. Experience of existence, experience of limitation-free existence, alert experience, vigilant experience, conscious experience, awareful experience. Right. This presence you feel. Where do you feel? Exactly where you feel your existence. Aham. That aham, where you feel the aham, where you experience the I am thought, I am, that I becomes this. I is experienced as Satchidanand. It is not a vision somewhere different from you, outside you. No. The experience happens in the very core of your being. That's called as heart space. Heart means what? In the very core of your being. That's called as heart. It's not the physical heart. The center of your existence. That center becomes Satchidanand. So during this experience also has been classified into two. One is called as savikalpa samadhi, the other is called as nirvikalpa samadhi. What is savikalpa samadhi? You are abiding in this Satchidananda self, at the same time you are aware of the world also. Vikalpa means division. There is a division. There is a division between the seer and the seen. So you are experiencing the world. But that doesn't mean that you are carried away by the world. You are firmly rooted in the self, but at the same time world is seen. This is called as savikalpa. Right. Because the prarabdha of the body is there. So therefore, you are living in the body, but you are firmly established in the self, but at the same time the world is also seen. The interaction of the BMI with the OET, that is also seen. That state is called savikalpa. Don't say savikalpa is a sign of ignorance, nirvikalpa is a sign of knowledge. No, not like that. So when the Mahatma is interacting with the world, he is in savikalpa samadhi. Right. Samadhi means what? Firmly getting established. Samadhi means samadhi. The mind has rested, has become equanimous, quiet in the self. That is called as samadhi. Right, abidance in the self. But in this abidance, there is interaction with the world. It is something like you are seeing gold also and you are seeing ornaments also. It is possible, isn't it? You are seeing both. The reality of the thing also is seen. The name and form of the object also is seen. Both are you are seeing. That is called as savikalpa. And then there are moments where he enters into nirvikalpa samadhi, where the vikalpa completely disappears. When the mind completely merges in that consciousness, it becomes one, and the jīva bhāva completely drops, the mind gone. And when the mind is gone, world is gone. Then what remains? Only consciousness remains. Vikalpa goes away. That is called as nirvikalpa samadhi. Extreme purity is necessary to enter into this nirvikalpa samadhi. Extreme purity. Right. So at the seat of meditation, what all things you must have? You must have Vairāgya towards the worldly thoughts. That will help you detach from the thoughts, disidentify from the thoughts. Your bhakti and viveka will help you attach to consciousness. But this has to be done by the mind. Such a wonderful prepared mind must have certain qualities, will exhibit certain qualities. Such qualities are called samadhi shatka sampatti. The sixfold wealth of the mind, which is able to detach from thoughts and which is able to attach to consciousness. Disidentification from the BMI and identification with consciousness is all what you have to do at the seat of meditation. To do this, mind has to be prepared. Such a prepared mind will exhibit certain qualities. What are the qualities? Samadhi shatka sampatti. That is the quality. What are those? Shama, the ability to quieten. Dhamma, the ability to control the mind. Uparama, the ability to withdraw from the outer world. Titiksha, the ability to have patience, the ability to endure or neglect all aspects which are going against meditation. Titiksha. Shraddha, the ability to have faith, trusting ability. That whatever the scriptures have said is true. Whatever the Guru's teaching, it is true. It has to be true. That faith is called Shraddha. Samadhanam, the ability to concentrate. So these are all the different abilities exhibited by a prepared mind. Quietening ability, controlling ability, withdrawing ability, enduring ability, trusting ability, and concentrating ability. This is called as sampatti, wealth, your true wealth. Just like a person, if he has to stay in a, say, 7-star hotel, he must have a wealth. Purchasing power is needed. In the same way, to enter into this, what you call, kingdom of the self, you must have this wealth. Only wealthy person has entry. Only a person with Devi Sampat has got entry. All the others are made to wait at the gates. Only the qualified one enters. Others are filtered out. What are the various ways of filtering out? Laya, vikshepa, kashāya. Bas. Laya, sleep, gone. Fellow is gone. At the gate itself he is gone. He may be seated in Chailajina Kushottaram, Darbha grass, deer skin, tiger skin, big Rudrakshamala, vertebra straight, perpendicular to the ground, Padmasana. If these inner qualities are not there, the fellow will have to wait outside. God doesn't see which asana you are sitting, which ashrama you are from, grihastha ashrama or sannyasa ashrama. No. He doesn't care all these outer things. He is looking at your heart. Are you qualified? Do you have sadhana chatushtaya sampatti? What is sadhana chatushtaya sampatti? Viveka, Vairāgya, samadhi shatka sampatti and mumukshutvam. Right? There is a ticket collector there at the entrance. Come on, give me the 4 tickets. You give this ticket. Come, enter, go. Others, out, 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 bahar, bahar. Right, no entry. Laya goes to sleep, gone. Vikshepa is sitting there with a wandering mind. Kashāya. I told you what kashāya is. What is it? A very terrible state where the mind is not wandering, the mind is not sleeping also, the mind is not interested. No joy. I am told that consciousness is Ānanda Swarupa. There is nothing. There is no joy of the heart. He is like a ungrown fruit. You know, the small little fruit. It has fallen from the tree. But, so what is lacking? The joy of the heart is lacking. Why that joy of the heart is lacking? He has not cultivated the noble virtues like gratitude, humility, compassion. You see? Don't think that just by reading some Vedanta books, just by having some intellectual knowledge, you are fit for meditation. No, no. You must beautify your mind by cultivating the noble virtues of life, by living a noble life, loving everyone, serving everyone, giving up all your egos. So this way a person who has lived life, serving everyone with humility, love, etc., those who have cultivated this joy of the heart, only such a person can successfully take off. Right? Someone was asking, Swamiji, preparation, so much of classes you took, meditation only one class. See, when you go to the airport, how much time is taken for the preparation and how much time is taken for the flight? From the material plane, you go into the heavenly plane. How much time? Hardly 2 minutes. Right? Preparation is more than 1 hour. Getting into the airport, what do you call it? Check-in or whatever. Giving the luggage, getting tested. So many times your ticket is tested, whether you are fit, qualified to enter or not. So many places you are tested, isn't it? And finally, we inside the flight also. Seat ki peti bande rakhe. Emergency landing, something will drop it seems. All the air hostess, see, emergency doors are here, there. And then slowly the flight will roll, Go to the runway and stand. Wait for your turn, you see. You wait for your turn. And then, when your turn comes, gone. Gone. Hardly takes 1 minute or we don't know. Gone. You have disappeared into the heavenly plane. Isn't it? From the material plane, you have disappeared, gone, finished. So in the same way, if you are thoroughly prepared, after preparation at the seat of meditation, you wait your turn. You can't force your turn. You wait. Wait for the divine grace to enter. You have prepared. Now you just wait. Like how you go to sleep. What is the preparation for sleep? Tiredness, exhaustion, hard work is a preparation. Then you lie down. You can't demand, or rather, you can't command to sleep. You have to just wait. Wait for your turn. Lie down. Invoke. And then something happens. Gone. Right? You disappear from the material plane and now you are in the sleepy plane. Right? In the same way here also. You prepare and then you wait for that grace to enter. Then something happens. Then you are absorbed into that world of bliss. You are helpless. Coming out also you are helpless, just like sleep. You can't decide coming out. Entering also you have wait for the grace. Coming out also wait for the grace. Right? This is what is called as samadhi. So there is something which we have to do and there is something God has to do. When we do what we have to do, God does what He has to do. You don't have to worry about God's doing. Bhagavan is not showering His grace. Bhagavan is not showering. You do what you can do. The rest will happen. You are stuck not because Bhagavan is not showering His grace. You are stuck because you are not putting forth your effort. Both are necessary. A fellow who is sleeping throughout the day, in the night he will not get sleep. Isn't it? There is something called qualification. Be fit, then deserve. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.